Hello and welcome back. I've heard it said multiple times that the God of the Quran and the God of the Bible are the same God. But my question is that true? Is there any event that we can compare and contrast to see whether that's true or not? Well, there's one narrative that both the Bible and the Quran record, and that narrative is the story of Cain and Abel. And I want to provide both narratives here for you. We're going to start first with the Bible in Genesis chapter 4, verse 1 through 16. It says, Then the man was intimate with his wife Eve, and she conceived and gave birth to Cain. She said, I have had a male child with the Lord's help. She also gave birth to his brother Abel. Now Abel became a shepherd of the flocks, but Cain worked the ground. In the course of time, Cain presented some of the land's produce as an offering to the Lord, and Abel also presented an offering, some of the firstborn of his flock and their fat portions. The Lord had regard for Abel and his offering, but he did not have regard for Cain and his offering. Cain was furious, and he looked despondent. And the Lord said to Cain, Why are you furious, and why do you look despondent? If you do what is right, won't you be accepted? But if you do not do what is right, sin is crouching at the door. It desires is for you, but you must rule over it. Cain said to his brother Abel, Let's go out to the field. And while they were out in the field, Cain attacked his brother Abel and killed him. The Lord said to Cain, Where is your brother Abel? I do not know, he replied. Am I my brother's guardian? Then he said, What have you done? Your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. So now you are cursed, alienated from the ground that opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood you have shed. If you work the ground, it will never again give you its yield. You will be a restless wanderer on the earth. But Cain answered the Lord, My punishment is too great to bear, since you are banishing me today from the face of the earth, and I must hide from your presence and become a restless wanderer on the earth. Whoever finds me will kill me. Then the Lord replied to him, In that case, whoever kills Cain will suffer vengeance 7 times over. And he placed a mark on Cain, so that whoever found him would not kill him. Then Cain went out from the Lord's presence and lived in the land of Nod, east of Eden. Now I will provide the Quranic narrative of these events. It's found in Surah chapter 5, verse 27 through 31. It says, But recite to them with truth the tale of the 2 sons of Adam, how they each offered a sacrifice, and it was accepted from one, but not the other one. He said, I will surely kill you. He answered, Allah, except only from those who fear Allah, even if you stretch out your hand against me, I will not stretch out my hand against you to kill you. Indeed, I fear Allah, the Lord of the worlds. Indeed, I would bear the punishment of the sin against me and your own sin, and become one of the companions of the fire. This is the reward of evildoers. But his mind imposed on him the killing of his brother. So he killed him and became one of the losers. Notice this next part. Then Allah sent a raven scratching the ground to show him how to hide his brother's naked corpse. He said, Woe to me, and I am not able to be like this raven, and so hide my brother's naked corpse. And he became repentant. Did you notice what happened here? In the Quran, of course, Cain kills Abel, but here we have that Allah sends a raven to show him how to hide the body. So what do we have here? We have here Allah being an accessory to murder. Now I want to highlight something with regards to the biblical passage and the Quranic passage. If we notice once again in Genesis chapter 4 verse 10 what the God of the Bible does. I'm going to quote it here. It says, Then he said, What have you done? Your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. So now you are cursed, alienated from the ground that opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood that you have shed. If you work the ground, it will never again give its yield. You will be a restless wanderer. So here we have the Lord enacting a punishment on Cain in the biblical text. Now, look on the other hand with regards to what the God of the Quran does. The God of the Quran does not issue a punishment. The God of the Quran helps Cain in covering up the body by providing the raven that shows him how to how to hide the body. So the point here is, once again, that the God of the Quran is an accessory to murder and is therefore not the standard of morality, because he is complicit in a crime. And if he's complicit in a crime, then he is not just, and he should not be followed because he is flawed.